affection, but it wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen to that. Even almost got married, and for being so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm, cause he was an angel. One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing, said love and I look what I got, look what you taught me. One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing. One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing. I ain't worried about nothing, worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing, worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing, worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. Get grateful for my life. I can ask, I can ask, I can ask.
Hey babies, it's Malik and you're listening to him. Back again for another week, another episode.
Yeah.
As always, I got my fam with me. What's good, Stevie?
What the fuck is up?
Hey, Aaron.
Hey guys, what's up?
And Trey.
Hello, darlings.
So we're gonna do a little quick check-in. What you been up to, Stevie?
Oh, bitch, I'm actually really happy because I started working out again.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely support home workouts, bitch. Don't be spending all your money in the gym, bitch. Buy your own equipment. Do the shit at home. You work out your floors. You get your shit together. And I'm in a really good place. I'm really happy about it.
Oh, and you look good, bitch.
Thank you, baby.
Hey.
Thank you.
You have this Strand hat on, my favorite store.
The best place in the world.
I know. Hey, handsome.
Hey, oh God, I've been trying to decorate my room, but I'm not really doing that great at it.
Do you need help?
I have an idea. I have ideas in mind, but it's just execution.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love design.
the problem. So I don't really know. I'm probably not gonna. I mean, I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
And I probably will continue to not do anything. But the ideas have really been popping out in my mind more lately, so I might actually do something about it.
I feel like you'll have a fab room, Aaron.
You know.
Yeah.
I can see it.
And I would also suggest TaskRabbit, that you can have people come over and help you put stuff together.
I saw a thing for that in a station.
Yeah, when I first moved into my apartment, they came and helped me, put up stuff on the walls and things.
Oh, they're legit.
Yeah, they're really legit, and you can, you can pick. They have like their per hour rate, and you can pick, whatever's cheaper or what works for you.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah. So, hey Trey, what's going on with you?
Hello, darling. I don't know. What has been up with me? I'm good. I mean, we just finished the damn holiday
Okay,
and all that good stuff.
you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck was up with me, and I'm like drawing a blank. But I mean, I'm here.
Okay,
Come on out.
Amen.
Hello.
Amen. I've just been up to the same stress has been getting on my nerves.
Work
These
and stressing you out.
kids,
Mhm.
freshmen are lazy.
Come on out.
And I work with a remedial course, so they've just been giving me a lot. But I don't know. I love working in the classroom. I love tutoring, teaching, and things. So yeah, that's all I've been up to in the podcast. So
Good things, bitch.
okay.
Come on.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into the breakdown.
The breakdown.
I know this is gonna put the girls in the frenzy because y'all hate picking one thing.
Oh God,
Shake it up, bitch.
I have options in life.
I've been thinking about this question too. So the question is, you are forced to live on an island in complete seclusion.
Come on.
You are permitted to bring one item, an album. What album would you take?
Oh, bitch. That's easy.
That's easy for
That's
you.
easy?
That's easy for me. Of course.
Oh.
Y'all silly? With me?
Yeah, what
I'm
album?
I
bringing
know.
Calling All Lovers with me, baby. Of
okay.
course.
Calling
That's-
All Lovers,
Calling
Tamar.
All Lovers. Yes, I'm bringing that
okay.
with me, baby.
I love it.
Yeah, that's my album that I'm bringing with me.
I just found my answer too.
Come on.
Aaron?
My
do you
album
have-
is Cold Heart by Third Story.
Come on out.
Oh,
Support your team.
I love them.
Okay. Yes.
That album is flawless.
You were like,
No.
oh,
No, because he loves. Yeah.
She loves it. Yeah, you support them.
like
a
you
lot.
were like, I don't remember.
I gotta
what
check
they
them
really
out.
I
are,
thought he was going to
but
say something
yes.
different.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my joint.
Trey.
I probably would just bring Destiny's Child's Destiny Fulfilled.
Come on out.
Oh.
I'm here for that.
That's my album. I feel like I always go back to it, and then I forget how good it is every single time. I think I was telling you this one time. I was coming back from the bus, and I was listening to Destiny's Fulfilled, and I was just hearing new harmonies, new sounds, and I was just like, this is just an album that just keeps on getting better
With time.
with time.
That happens a lot when you're high too.
But I'm not high, so it was just like,
I'm just saying, if
oh,
you want to replicate that experience.
girl, I'm not. I'm
No,
good.
we're not
sis.
doing that.
Girl.
It's been 22 years. I'm good.
It's so funny because I remember when the CD came. Well, and I say CD because we were listening to CDs back in the day.
Yeah.
But I was literally a 27-year-old woman listening to Destiny's.
Yes, I was.
Destiny Fulfilled in the tub. Like,
Let me tell
I took
you,
a bath.
T-shirt was my instant favorite
Okay.
as a
on.
child. At like, I forget how old I was. I probably was like 10 or something. Singing T-shirt. Lord,
I sleep
Yeah.
in your t-shirt.
I love Cater to You.
Come
Beyonce
on.
was singing in Cater to You. I don't know.
Beyonce
Love.
was cute. She was cute on that song, though.
She was scary.
She was cute.
girl, that whole album, and I like the flow of it.
Yeah.
Because I just liked how it was like, you started with,
Anthem.
can you keep up? I need me a soldier. You catering, you t-shirt.
Yep,
And then
and
y'all
making-
break up. And then you find your self-love.
Free.
And then you found a new man.
Uh-huh.
And you're happy in your love.
Come
and
on
the game
out.
is over.
Yep.
That is a true romantic story
Yeah.
that I'm here for.
Come
I
on
love
out.
it. So, if I'm gonna be secluded on an island, I want to have something to jam to. So, my album would be B-Day, actually.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I'm surprised
I
y'all
support.
someone didn't say that.
Come
But
on.
bitch, it's no shade. If I'm gonna be by myself, I gotta have B-Day. And I'm gonna be twirling all around that fucking island.
As
so.
you should. Come on.
I remember when that album came out.
Oh yeah, bitch.
And then
It was it.
That's when I
how
used to be a
Listen,
stan.
Listen was a hidden track back in the
Oh,
remember
yeah.
back in the day when they had hidden tracks. And I remember as a kid trying to find out where the damn
You
song
get to the hidden
at.
track.
You gotta listen for
And
the
then,
next
then
little
it
2 minutes.
stops, and then it was I forget what song it was that it just stops, and then Listen comes on. I'd be like,
Huh?
why is this coming on now? I've been looking for it.
Speaking of hidden tracks, I never knew that the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill had a hidden track on
Oh,
it
yeah.
for years.
You gotta
And
listen
then
to the whole
someone said
album,
that it was a
baby.
hidden track, and I was like, bitch, and gagged
The
me.
girls did it with a couple albums back.
I
in the
missed
day.
Yeah,
that. I
I'm
feel
like,
like we
bitch,
should start doing that again.
what are you doing?
Give me a hidden track.
Well, how would you hide it though?
You would just let the song go
You
on.
would just let the song go on.
You would let the song go. But the girls who need to continue, like if you forget that the album's playing and the shit just plays and plays and plays, bitch, it'd be like, bitch, look at this song. Oh my god, I didn't even know it was there.
Shout out to the hidden track.
Shout out to the hidden track. Bring the hidden track back.
Okay.
Shout out to
Can we call this
early
episode Hidden
2000s.
Track?
the hidden track. Cutesy.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was thinking about this topic that we're due to discuss, I don't know why Case of the X came into my
Come on.
head from Maya.
Come on.
But Case of the X, we'll be talking about ex-boyfriends, past lovers today.
Yeah.
So how I want to do this conversation, we're going to be discussing what we've learned from our past lovers, our exes, whatever you want to call them. And I kind of want to start like at the most superficial things and then, work our way and deep dive into the more serious things if you have anything serious to contribute. Because I know what y'all girls give. So, yeah. Anybody want to kick it off or should I?
Go ahead, girl.
Kick it off,
Go
baby.
ahead.
I don't know. I've always been told that I've given like white woman, like I've given Catwoman,
Catwoman.
white woman. So I don't know. I guess that's a small superficial thing that like most guys say. I'm not stuck up. I think I'm a like really down to earth person. But I guess I carry myself a certain type of way, and I think that all of like anybody that I've dated or my past like exes have like that's something that they've all said. So I guess that's one thing. What about you?
Oh, bitch. They always said I'm spicy.
Oh,
yeah.
rah-rah.
I'm always rah-rah. I'm taming. I'm getting better as time goes on. But I'm always gonna be that rah-rah bitch. Every
Ain't that
now and then.
rah-rah bitch?
Ain't that rah-rah bitch? But I also can keep it, together as well. But they'll definitely, my exes will say I'm real rah-rah. But I love them. I loved them when we were together. I was, again, very supportive.
It's so funny because I think you and I were having a conversation last week about how I hate getting New York with New York people. Like, living here, you're forced to kind of like
rah-rah.
be abrasive and
It's no
always
shade.
argue. And like when I'm out and about, it's like you really got to get nasty with motherfuckers in New
Excuse
York.
me, get out of my way, please.
You have to talk to a certain people like that because they won't recognize anything
No.
else. So yeah.
Wait, is the question what have we learned about ourselves
Yeah.
from our exes? Because that's not the answer that You've learned about yourself that you're spicy.
Yeah, because as growing up, I didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it as a problem.
Yeah.
Until it's just me. I'm learning that from my, just me growing up.
I guess I guess
It
like
becomes
you can,
it becomes normal for some, and then someone will be like, "Bitch, you're doing too much." Right? That's what I was trying to say.
Oh,
So, rah rah.
rah rah.
Jesus. I guess I will say that for me,
Yeah.
many of mine would say that mostly that I'm just a little bit I take emotions out of everything. So like for me, I view everything kind of black and white in businessy terms. Like it's either black or white. Like there's no gray area for some shit. And so I've learned that everything isn't a business transaction and that there's emotions that have to come. So then I'm learning from like just talking with people that you can't, if there's a problem, you can't just go at it a certain way. You have to kind of bring emotions into it. So now I'm starting to kind of have those, remind myself to be caring. Like you have to be caring.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
these people don't always understand. It's a little bit like a robotic type of nature. And just bring more emotions into your world. And that kind of helps you kind of transform and be a better person.
Come on.
I was thinking about how I was saying this in the previous episode about how like there's no mathematical equation for like every, relationship or transaction. So I think that sometimes you may be looking at the situation as like there's an equation or a solution to this equation. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's always that I feel, and maybe it's not always, but I always normally feel like I know the solution to the fucking problem. Like as long as you just listen to me, like we will be all right.
It's also delivery, though.
But like I think people don't always see that.
No.
And so like now I'm learning like some people just need some time to see your idea and then they'll come to their senses. Or that maybe the idea wasn't that well thought out of. So there's now like a little bit of realizing that there's not a solution to every problem.
Right.
And you can't be Superman for everything.
Can't solve it all.
And so it takes some time to kind of get used to and learn and just remember, but I'm working on it. And I think that's what mostly what my exes would say is just that I felt like I always had the answer to every problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Aaron, you've been over there brooding, thinking.
I don't think I understand the question.
Okay.
Girl,
So
how do you know?
we're either like maybe picking out traits that either your exes have said or something that you've learned about yourself from a relationship, a past relationship.
All right. Okay. So,
I love you.
the overwhelming majority of my exes have taught me nothing, and they just given me like new issues that I've had to unpack
They ain't
later.
teach you no
no.
love, no patience, or no pain.
Okay, I got distracted by that. I'm gonna ignore that.
Okay.
Because I got this. There was a new thought process forming around that, and I don't want to explore that, so I'm gonna ignore that. Love you, kisses.
I love you.
Okay.
There was one lesson I learned about me through an experience with an ex, and it was that I was not at the time acknowledging or respecting how someone else loves.
Okay.
Words of affirmation is my love language. And if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I don't hear, it's not just about action, because those are great. Love those. Keep those up too. But there's something in me that I'm not going to say needs, that wants to hear it. That I want to hear that you something positive, like you appreciate me. You like that I'm around. And when I was younger, that was the only way that like I knew that the only way that I knew people loved each other was from, telling. So like with that guy, that's not the way that he showed his love. And I didn't know that. And I thought that was like, he didn't really like me, or like he was, it caused issues, and we eventually broke up because of it. And then over time, I have reviewed that And I've learned that, you know, like if I had just learned to respect, because it's like his manifestation was that he was always there for me. Everything I ever needed, he got it. He anticipated like needs that I had or wants, and you know, like, and it wasn't like he was spoiling me. He was like a solid rock of like just dependable
Support.
and always there. And that was how he showed his love. He wasn't raised in like a verbal type of, you know what I'm saying, environment. So that's not the way that he doesn't necessarily say I love you a lot. That's not really how he operates. And so yeah, that's what I learned. So that's one thing that I learned.
I was gonna say one thing that stood out to me is that or what I got from you was that I feel as though people don't recognize that love and the act of love is a conscious act. Like you have to be aware and actually understand and do certain things for your partner because, you know, some things don't come automatically, you know? And what I was going to say is I think one thing that all of my past lovers would say is I can be selfish. I am an Aries, and I think that is like a huge trait. And I mean, just in general, like being a person, you think that your life is kind of like the center of a person's universe. And it's just like sometimes you have to step outside of that and actively change for that person. And when I say change, you know that like that person likes to hear certain things. So if they're a person of affirmation, you need to be making sure that you're like affirming or, you know, making sure you make them feel comfortable in the situation.
To be clear, that was me when I was younger. I didn't know what love languages were.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, for me, that was just reality. And he wasn't fitting into it because he wasn't doing, it made me feel like he didn't love me. So then that was problems and, you know, whatever. And I've learned, you know what I'm saying, from then, like, so from now I don't, you know, regard things that same way. That was when I was younger. But like, as it relates to, I mean, yeah, you know, try to extend yourself for your partner. But I don't know. I don't want to harp on that too much because it sounds like we want to change them or like.
No. That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, like you said, words of affirmation is your love language.
Yeah, but I don't.
But
it's not a I don't need you like you
have it.
To tell me things. You know what I'm saying? It's not a. You know, I don't want you to. What if you're not? What if that's not the way that you operate?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I feel
like
like
I don't
that's
want to
not what
change
you're used to, or that how you profess your love and you show your love to someone.
Say if the two of us are considering something serious.
Yeah.
Not you know, don't change. Don't start thinking about those lines for like a random.
No,
absolutely
no. But my thing is just it's kind of hard to tell someone if that's not how they show their love. That's not how they're used to it. Yeah, you can work towards it, but I'm not willing. I don't want to change the way that you show love just because it makes me feel like I feel like it's a little bit of a selfish thing to be like, well, I need you to do it my way because that is how I receive it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then it's like, well, babe, I still love you, but I just have, and I think I've seen that a lot of times. I know we watch reality TV. I mean, us three, and Married to Medicine with Simone and Cecil. They were a great couple. Like you see them and you like, oh my God, they're so amazing.
Yeah, I love them.
But for her, it was, I need you to tell me you love
me. Yeah.
I need to know. Yes, you're there. You're around. You understand me, but I need to know that no matter what, that you love me. And for some people who weren't always told I love you or weren't shown that compassion and love
or affection,
and affection, aren't really comfortable with always telling somebody, hey, I love you.
Yeah.
No matter, like,
but
in the middle of the day type shit.
I will shoot a text in a minute.
I was saying though, it has to be like for Cecil, it would have to be an a conscious act of like going out of his way.
And then that's kind of what has happened. Like if you see the show or whatever, you see that like through therapy, like he's starting to do some of those things. Now they also had other issues, but
specifically this one though.
Specifically this one, he started to say, "I love you. I appreciate what you do. I understand what you do. I'm thankful for it." Like, and it was those type of things. But I think it's always a conscious effort that you have to make to understand that while that may not be what you're used to and what you're comfortable with, for that one person, if they really mean the world to you, if you really love them, you make that conscious effort to try
Right.
and put your best foot forward, because that person knows that you may not be that comfortable with it. But I think it's the effort of also seeing you try that means so much to some people.
Come on out.
I guess my other problem would be just kind of like being over something and totally not wanting to talk about it and then paying it. That's like my whole thing now.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if I deem that I don't give a fuck about it,
I'm
like
done.
I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
it's a
And
wrap.
I don't think that's always like the most healthiest thing.
definitely not.
Well, it's not healthy at all.
Yeah.
Because you have one person who, I mean, you're basically refusing to, get out of this situation because you're not talking about it. And then you have that, your partner is just kind of like hanging by the whim, trying to, so confused, don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
and just like kind of like in limbo about the situation. So I've been really trying to work on that actively, because like, you can't be in a relationship and not
Have
be
that going.
forthcoming and open about the issue.
Yeah, bitch.
So yeah, I don't know.
Hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
So
there.
I think it's time to go ahead and get to the Ask
Ask Him.
Yeah.
Okay. So from this listener,
Oh, Jesus.
they're finishing up their last year of school, and are graduating with a political science degree, which congratulations.
Congrats.
And they've always wanted to pursue, go through law school and pursue a career in the legal field. But they've also kind of wanted to not shun away their creative side. So their question is, how do you all pick your paths in life? And are you doing what you always imagined? How do you deal with getting over your fear of failing? And what is more important to you, money or fulfillment?
Oh.
So I feel like I'll shoot a few at y'all and then ask y'all.
Yeah.
So, are you doing what you always imagined, or starting to do what you always imagined?
Yes.
And how did you did you?
I just know that my personality is what it needs to be, where it needs to be. Like, I just need to be out and saying stuff and making shit happen. It's no shade. I just love me to be. Yeah.
And so how did you pick it?
It just came naturally.
Yeah.
It just came naturally.
So you woke up one morning and was just
no,
like,
it's just my
like,
comfortability. Yeah, it's my comfortability. I just know I have a very, very big personality, and there are people who are just like me that can't do what I'm doing or are comfortable enough to do this. So I took it upon myself to put myself in the position of being that person. And I honestly have to say, it came naturally. It really did. It just flowed. It was just, Stevie, you have something to say. You are that person. Take forward and do your thing.
Okay, and so for them, what is most important, money or fulfillment?
Definitely not the money. Money brings too many problems.
What do you like? Would you rather be comfortable and knowing that you have money in the bank, you're not gonna be struggling, or struggle for your dreams and goals
Struggling.
to fulfill it?
I don't know. I will. First of all, I am. I'm currently seeking a degree. I'm in school, but I am like working already in education, and I absolutely love it. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I never wanted to teach English. And just like my love for like literature and books have, gotten me to this point. And I absolutely love working with students. I think I'm always going to be in school myself, like a professional student that just keeps going back to get degrees upon degrees. And I don't know. I think now living in New York, it's a little bit of both. Like, I think you have to have a certain amount of money to like exist in the city comfortably. So, I will say, yes, sometimes it is about the money, but more or less now I'm in a position where I can kind of try out different things and like, go to school. I can, do the podcast now, and I don't really necessarily have to be attached to a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
And I think some people are forced to work, and they have to work. But I don't know. It's more about being creative now.
Come on out.
Do you have anything to say about that one?
No, I'm not doing what I imagined, but I think that's okay.
Oh, yeah,
totally okay.
definitely.
No, and I'm not saying in like to defend myself, but more like it's okay to not be doing what you imagine you would do. It's okay to be doing something else. It's okay to not know, and that's all fine. as it relates to your situation, listener, I think money or fulfillment is kind of it's a no-win question. And I think that you should try your absolute best to maintain both. I don't think you should give up your law career. I mean, I know that's not your passion, but you care about it, or else you wouldn't have gone this far.
Right.
And so I think that's something you should continue, but you don't have to give up your creative side just because you are aiming for a more political or, a one in the courtroom. You don't have to give up your creative side. You can still do things. There are ways. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but if that is your passion, then don't give it up. Do things, find ways, and I mean, obviously it's a lot easier said than done, but I hate the money or fulfillment question. Like, try to get both. I mean, me living here in New York, I say all the time, the hustle is eternal. I'm always trying to make more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, at any opportunity that comes up for me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. But I might, I don't think I would ever choose a career, and even one that doesn't fulfill me as much as whatever it is that I want to do, and then be like, okay, well,
I'm just doing it.
Sorry, dreams. I'm gonna put you all in the closet because I gotta, support myself and whatever. I don't think I would never do that. So my advice to you is to try to do both. Clearly that's a lot easier than done. I'm not in your situation, but do your best to try to do both.
And I just want to add a small thing, like, your law may be your way into something else. Obviously, if you're creative, you have to have a type of funds to start whatever your, creative venture is. And I think law may be a way into, setting up to make sure you have a secure future so that you can act on whatever your creative ideas are.
Coming out.
I like that ask him question.
Come on, ask him. Keep them coming.
And always a reminder, send us your emails with asking for advice or questions, and they'll be on Ask Him.
Come on out.
And next we got motherfucking Jam of the Week.
Yeah.
Malik, what is your Jam of the Week, ho?
I don't know. You have to come back. Oh, yeah.
Girl, you supposed to be ready. That's what it's about.
I don't know if I've already given this, though.
Well,
yeah,
you don't give it twice.
No.
Okay.
While we gotta wait for Malik.
Yeah.
Stevie.
My Jam of the Week is by Tiffany Evans. It's called Switch Up. Tiffany has been going through a lot of abuse in her relationship, so she's like getting back to her career. So the song Switch Up is like her switching up from leaving the relationship, even though it's a bop, but it has a message. So yeah, my Jam of the Week is Switch Up by Tiffany Evans.
Oh, I'm ready now.
Come on out,
girl.
Yeah. I guess it's Nicki Minaj's Good Form.
Yes.
Come on, Good Form.
I can't remember if I had that, but I love that. Yeah, so that's it. Even though I just shaded the barbs on the previous episode, I'm so sorry, but no shade. Nicki went off on Good Form.
Oh yes. Aaron, what is your Jam of the Week?
My Jam of the Week is Slow Dancing by Taylor Parks. Taylor she danced with Ariana and Victoria on the performance of Thank You Next on Ellen. Taylor was the girl with the blonde bob. She actually played Inez Stubbs in the movie version of Hairspray. That little girl who was dancing with the thumbs. That's Taylor Parks. And she has a whole host of music. But the first song that I came across was Slow Dancing. It's like really like bubblegum and poppy, and I really like it. So that's my Jam of the Week.
Come on out.
And then mine is by Leon Thomas III. He is, I forget his character's name, but he was on Victorious.
Okay.
The black kid with the dreads from Victorious.
All these kids making music. Okay.
But his music is really good. And it's called Blessing. It's real R&B, soulful. I really appreciate his sound and vocals. And I feel like the Victorious kids are making moves. Like, one is on the Dynasty remake. Ariana, you got him. Like, they are Nickelodeon. You making stars.
Pull up.
Come on. Gotta start somewhere.
And Disney ruining them.
Disney ruined.
Look how the tables have turned.
Disney still that girl. Don't do that.
Sorry, Disney.
making new
let's
stars.
not shade because we may need a sponsorship at some time.
No shade.
No shade. Disney, we love you.
We love you, Disney.
No, but like always, anything y'all got to say?
No, it
Anything
was
final
cute.
words?
It was cute. We love y'all so
Moisturize.
much.
Girl.
Keep it cute
It's
all
important.
the time.
It's always important.
We love
Moisturize,
y'all.
please. Love you.
Yeah.
Okay, like always, you can catch us every motherfucking Wednesday.
Every motherfucking Wednesday.
And we love y'all. Bye.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not